She's the heart and soul of this thing. That's Jew, our new producer. He wasn't with us last time, but he's been helping us out tremendously, man. Tony, welcome to the show, man. Can you give us, like I said, we're in a time crunch. You want to give us your comic book origin story in 60 seconds or less?
60 seconds or less. All right, so here's the vibe. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm young, I'm black, I'm nerdy. In Atlanta, you can't be both of those things, okay? You can be black or you can be nerdy. You can't be both, all right? Now, you can now, but when I was younger, not really a thing. So I'm this young, nerdy kid struggling with my self-esteem, struggling with learning to love who I am, and my mental health takes a turn for the worse. And as a middle school student, I end up attempting to end my own life. It doesn't work, and the thing that brings me out of it when I feel all alone is anime, comic books, video games. Stories save my life in this very visceral way. So as a seventh grader, the promise that I make is that as soon as I get the opportunity, I want to use stories to help other people because stories were essential for me. Now, at the time, I thought that meant that I was going to be an actor. I go to college, I get an acting degree, and I also get a strategic communications degree with the idea that I can clout my way into defeating Michael B. Jordan, okay? Yeah. That's my thought. That's my idea. I was like, he better enjoy his career while he has it. Because as soon as I pop onto the scene, I'm gonna get some abs. It's gonna be great. All right, he's in trouble. But what ends up happening is that I volunteer at a school in my community, and I realize there are a lot of kids at that school that are struggling with the same issues that I was struggling with. So I start researching, and I realize that black kids in general are struggling with self-confidence and self-esteem in the same way that I was struggling with that. So I tell Michael B. Jordan that he can keep his career, and I decide to start writing, creating, and that kind of brings us here. I have a book called Weirdo that was nominated for an Eisner Award for Best Kids Publication recently. I wrote a series called The Uncommons that has over 1 million readers online, and I have about 4 other books that are all on their way, but secret, that I'm not allowed to talk about.
Secret. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess 6 if you count the ones that I sold a few weeks ago, but those are like very fresh. I'm not allowed to talk about those yet.
Got you. Okay. Well, maybe off mic, you want to give us a little bit of scoop, so we can hear about a little something you got coming in the future, so we can check it out and let them know ahead of time whenever you say we can. Man, so we're at DreamCon, right? So it's a very unique space. Yesterday was kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, for many reasons. What's been your favorite interaction in DreamCon so far?
So I can't rank them. I genuinely am filled with gratefulness every time somebody walks up to speak to me. Because for context, I record all of my stuff in my house. Like I'm in my office next to my bookshelf and my Pokemon cards and my figurines. And I say stuff that I feel like is helpful, but you kind of throw it out into the ether. Like that's what it means to be a creator in the digital age. You literally yell at the top of your lungs into a void, okay? And you get comments, like people say things, but also like people say things they don't mean all the time. Like they might comment, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they like rock with you. It means that you popped up on their phone when they were doom scrolling, right? But since I've showed up at DreamCon, I can't even walk like 15 feet without somebody stopping me and saying, hey, I love your stuff. Hey, love your content. Hey, keep what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And that might be overwhelming for some people, but for me, it's humbling. This world is very loud. There are a lot of people talking. There are a lot of people trying to get messages out into the world. There are a lot of people fighting for attention. So the idea that in this congested and loud world, someone took even a moment of their time to listen to me and to hear me and to see me to the extent that when I pop up in person, they want to come shake my hand, that's like life-changing. And I'm grateful for it every single time.
Okay.
Such a humble guy. So, since we're still on DreamCon, 3 words, describe your vibe.
My vibe?
Yes.
Okay, so chaotic. All right, it needs to be. It's like I'm put together a little bit, but at any given time, it's like who knows? I can be telling somebody to go to therapy. We don't know. It can happen. It can happen at any point in time. So my general vibe is chaotic, kind, and sincere. That's what I go for.
Sure.
Definitely.
For sure. You've been a champion of authentic storytelling. What's the earliest moment you realized like your specific storytelling had power? What was that moment for you where it was like, oh wait, this is something?
So I wrote a series called The Uncommons. It's a webtoon original, and if I'm being honest with you, The Uncommons is always like a sore spot for me because I feel like the story is great, and I really appreciate the people that showed up for it. But when I was working on it in 2018, I was very dismayed at how many people said they wanted black representation. When I put it out into the world, they don't pop up. I was really focused on numbers, like, man, why aren't we performing like this? Man, why aren't we performing like this? But I got a message where a middle school student had drawn some fan art, some of our characters, and it was the first fan art that we received, and I still have it. Like, I still have the picture saved. It helped ground me in a way and understand that all stories have someone that need to hear them, and you got to focus on the people that need it rather than clout or scale or fame or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. And since you mentioned the Uncommons, 2020 when we got to interview you, that was something that we had a lot of focus on. And so with that, what is the wildest, most unexpected fan reaction that you received from the series?
I went to a middle school and there was a group of kids that were dressed as the Uncommons, and I was like, "Oh, that's wild!" Because like Iris, our main character, I purposely made her outfit a little bit more simple so that it'd be easy to dress as her. Everybody else is like very difficult to do. So the fact that they went through the effort is like, wow, that's really cool.
That's so sweet.
Well, that's crazy. If you can go back in time and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
What I would say is fail more.
Okay.
Very often, and even for myself now, like there have been times I have people on my team who care about me and make sure that I don't do anything stupid. And sometimes I'll have an idea and they'll be like, "Why don't you talk about that?" And I'm like, "Nobody wants to hear me talk about that. Nobody wants to hear me say that." And one of my team members, he'll be like, "I mean, we don't know that. Like worst case scenario, you say it and the video flops, but like, okay, like that's fine. It's like, it's not the end of the world if you say something and 100,000 people don't show up." I think as black creators, very often we're held to these very unrealistic standards about what success has to look like. Instead of storytelling and creation being a place where we can find ourselves, we have to justify our existence before we even show up. So that makes it very tense to be a black creator, because you're always like, if I fail, I don't just fail for me, I fail everybody. Yeah. If it comes out and it flops, there's gonna be a dude a year from now, it's like, hey, I got a show, and they're gonna be like, oh, well, we did that Tony show, and that was terrible. So, sorry, we just don't hire black people anymore. It's business, truly, you understand. But the advice that I give, nevertheless, is fail faster, because on the other side of that failure, there's something that you learn, and it gets you closer to your next thing.
Okay, since you spoke on failing faster, as advice and everything like that, what do you think that's something that people would be surprised by in the process of creating comics like you do?
Something about the comic book process that I think would surprise people is that it is much more stop and go than you think. People think, oh, you have this idea, and now the idea is great, I'm gonna go do it. It's like, no, bro, lightning don't really strike like that. You get the idea, and then you write it down, and you're like, great. And then you wake up the following morning, and you go look at what you wrote last night, and you go, that man is trash. Tuesday Tony is terrible. Good thing Wednesday Tony is here to fix whatever this nonsense is. And then Friday Tony is like, did you guys even show up for work this week? What is this? This is ridiculous. Even for Weirdo, like I wrote Weirdo, and when I submitted it, my editor was like, no notes. And I was like, I know no notes, because I got it like that. I know what I'm doing. I'm a writer. I know what I'm doing. And we start production on the book. The illustrators I'm working with are drawing the book. And about 6 months go by, and I go look at the script, and I'm like, the art looks great. This dialogue is a little spotty in some places, though. The art doesn't need to change, but I need to go through and shift some of this. For Weirdo, I was making edits to the script for Weirdo literally up until maybe 10 months before publication. Like our letterer was working on it, like they'd give me a pass and I'd be like, okay, make those changes and send it back to me and I'll read it and see how it flows. because comics take so long, you inherently become a better writer over the course of the process. So sometimes the thing that you did earlier doesn't hold muster. And I think that it surprised people. A lot of people consider their ideas as like gifts from God, lightning strikes, and I have brought you fire. I have come to bring you this amazing thing. But it's a much more long form process.
Okay, got you. So Miss and they want to have a little bit of fun with you, so we're gonna give you some rapid fire questions.
All right, I'm with you. Okay.
I'll go first. Marvel or DC, who has the better villains?
Ooh, better villains?
Better villains.
Honestly, neither.
Neither?
No, neither.
Okay. Who do you,
neither.
What platform do you prefer?
I feel like, I feel like anime does villainy better because when the story is over, the story's over.
Okay.
DC, you can't be too much of a villain because I might need you later. Like I might need you for something. Marvel, it's like I can't make this guy too villainous because in a few months we're gonna launch his own miniseries where he's the main character, and if he kills a baby, nobody's gonna show up to read the Baby Killer comic in 6 months. I have a Funko Pop of this guy coming out in 12 months. It's in production in China right now. No one's gonna buy the Baby Killer Funko Pop. I gotta temper this guy. I think Marvel and DC have like these amazing ecosystems, but the ecosystems are so large, sometimes it makes the storytelling difficult to like be as poignant. Whereas anime, like The Promised Neverland, for example, it's like, man, I don't even know if this is gonna be here next week. So these kids got guns and they turning it sideways. Like, and that's the show.
We got a trigger from Promised Neverland.
Yes, definitely. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't know anything about season 2. I read the manga.
Exactly.
There's no season 2. What are you talking about? There isn't one.
Episodes in the season 2. I said, oh,
it doesn't exist. Yeah.
I didn't even give it that. Since we're on anime, what's your current anime obsession right now?
My current anime obsession, there is a show that in my opinion is so good, I had to stop watching it because I'm writing one of the series that I can't talk about is a fantasy. And it was inspiring me so much, I wanted to go keep writing the fantasy. And I was like, you're on deadline for something else. You can't watch this right now. And that is Shangri-La Frontier.
I've been hearing about that.
In my opinion, Shangri-La Frontier is what Sword Art Online thinks it is.
Okay.
Sword Art Online thinks that it's doing something with like the trapped in a video game genre, but it's not. Shangri-La Frontier is. Solo Leveling thinks it's doing something. It's not. Shangri-La Frontier is. And I feel like to me, Shangri-La Frontier is one of the most underrated animes of this decade. It's just good. In an era of like endless isekai, Shangri-La Frontier manages to be relevant, unique, super actiony, strong character development, women that actually know how to do something, and like. It's good. Every day I feel like people fail Shangri-La Frontier.
I'm gonna have to check it out because I've heard really good things, but I've never just said.
It's absolutely amazing.
Okay, all right, Dream Team. So, who could you collaborate, living or dead? Any creator, artist, writer, anybody you want to? Who would you love to collaborate with?
I'm gonna look at the camera. I'm gonna say this right now. Okay, post this. I'm gonna repost this. I'm gonna repost this. Here's the package. Okay. Tony Weaver Jr., Donald Glover, Io Adebari, produced by Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
About a group of eccentric black college kids that do a study abroad program in Japan. And when they get there, find out that it is nothing like what they saw in anime. It's Atlanta meets Community, okay? Or Atlanta meets The Big Bang Theory set in Japan. Call me, the pilot is done. Call me.
Y'all heard that here first. Michael B. Jordan definitely would seem like he would pick that up.
Yeah.
That's actually a dope
You had that in the tuck, didn't you?
Yeah, the pilot is done. My manager's going to be upset. He's going to be like, stop saying log lines on public platforms. Someone's going to steal your idea. Listen, Michael, call me before someone steals the idea.
This is Tony's IP. Okay.
Okay, so next question. Yeah. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? And why would it be pizza?
Okay, so right now, where I'm at in my journey right now,
not pizza.
If I could eat like an acai bowl like all the time,
that's actually.
If I could just because it's cheating a little bit because I get to shift like what's in it.
Yeah.
It's like blackberry sometimes, raspberry sometimes, granola sometimes, coconut flakes sometimes, a little protein powder in there. But when I'm not health conscious, I personally love like brisket, like burnt ends, bro.
Have you gotten any since you've been here in Houston?
So it's on my list for today.
Okay.
It's on my list for today. Yeah. There's a black-owned spot around here, but they close at 9. So I was like, man, 9 o'clock. I ain't leaving till 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Especially barbecue spots, like they don't stay open all.
And they run out of food too.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're out. They are
There's a
out.
place in Dallas called.
Hutchins Barbecue.
No, Hutchins is one too. What's our place in Deep Ellum that we like?
Pecan Lodge.
Pecan Lodge. They run out of ribs in the first 10 minutes.
I see. I got to see about that.
Yeah.
Barbecue. Listen.
Yeah, hit us up when you're in Dallas. We'll tell you where to go.
There's this spot in Asheville, North Carolina, called 12 Bones. And so in North Carolina, there's this soda called Cheerwine. It's like a cherry, like a little sweet soda. And they boil down the Cheerwine and make it used as a base for a barbecue sauce. And it hits.
That sounds good.
It's good. It's good. It hits.
All right, last question.
Okay.
Fire. Who's the greatest anime character of all time?
Greatest anime character of all time.
And Goku is not on this list.
Oh, that's hard. Greatest anime character of all time.
You gotta dig deep for this one. Because we're gonna look at you funny if you say somebody crazy.
So I am going to make an extremely off-color suggestion. Okay. Her name is Tsukimi Kurashita. She's a main character of a slice of life anime called Princess Jellyfish. Princess Jellyfish is about a girl, Tsukimi, with crippling social anxiety that wants to get over her anxiety, so she moves to Shibuya, the most populated area in Japan, with the idea that she'll be able to get over her social anxiety. She's just turned 18. Her mom passed away when she was younger, and she feels like now that she's an adult, she never grew into the radiant, elegant woman that her mom always told her she would be able to be. So she moves to the big city, trying to overcome all of her tenseness and awkwardness. And that's my fave right there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna watch that.
I rock with her.
I'm gonna check that. I haven't watched this Slice of Life in a long time. I think the last thing I watched was Fruits Basket season 2.
Princess Jellyfish is a good one.
I'm
It's a
definitely
good one.
watching that. I feel like that's relatable.
Gotcha. I know we're running close to our time limit. Tony, I guess you want to go ahead and put out your socials, even though everybody in the world already follows you already.
So my name is Tony Weaver Jr. I'm just a random guy. But if you would like to hear some positive takes from a random guy, I'm at Tony Weaver Jr. on all platforms. And my book Weirdo is available around the country, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your local bookstore. I really appreciate it if you looked up the closest black-owned bookstore to you and ordered from them, because they really appreciate your business.
For sure. So now you want to give out your new socials, because you got a whole new array
Yes,
of socials.
somebody, Instagram took my stuff. So my new Instagram, it's Sunny Outside. So it's SUNNAE outside. Yeah.
I think I'm Unserious Mike on IG, and I'm Unbothered Mike on Twitter. Blandame Podcast on Twitter, and then or X, whatever, and then the Blandame Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. So make sure y'all check us out. Make sure you check out Tony. That interview will be out soon. Tony, I'll be tagging you and everything so you'll see it. And we appreciate you for sitting with us and everything, man.
Yes,
we really,
thank you so much.
really are glad to have you. Got to talk to you again. So
so
you know.
A full circle
we
moment.
made it through COVID.
Yes.
We made it. We made it out. We made it. We made it out of the quarantine. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, man. Thanks again, man. We'll talk to you soon, bro.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Tony.
I really appreciate you all having me.
Thank you for just taking the time. No, you're fine.
You did great, man. Thank you.